Welcome to Raw Vision, round 17 this week. Gee, we're punching through the rounds and we've got Justin Lepich with us again. Good to have you here, Lepper.
Thanks for the show.
How you been, mate?
Great, yeah, very good, thank you, very well.
Now, the wash up from last week obviously was pretty good for 3.5 quarters and then fell away. What went wrong?
That's a good question. It was mainly built around energy levels, really. We really lost the ball and our run just completely left us. Essendon were really good towards the end of that third quarter. We actually forced a few of our own turnovers, unfortunately, with Newey and Bashahuli and gave and gift goals, really.
Yeah.
And it's sort of that emotional sort of turnaround really affected the boys. The first 2 goals they got in that third quarter, I think really, emotionally then the boys sort of struggled to run through that. So the last probably 4 goals that Essendon kicked were more from our poor play, but and the first 2 were really from our inability just to stay calm and hold possession of the ball.
It was probably just a few young guys just making mistakes. They're trying to do the right thing, but just probably didn't read the situation as well as you'd like.
Well, the first 2, funny enough, were Cruz and Bashahuli, were probably 2 of our more experienced defensive players. Look, it's something that, as a group, we're trying to, we talk about those key moments within games and making sure we make the right decisions. And look, it's a part experience, but also it's a bit of part nerve as well. So we're in a good position to win. That's the positive. We just have to finish off our work.
Real positive out of the game. Jake Batchelor was the Rising Star nomination this week. He's been pretty consistent in his first year of footy. I think he's played 13 or 14 games.
Yep.
Good effort.
He reminds me of Grant Birchall a little bit from Hawthorn. He's just going to be that player that plays well every week. Sometimes it's going to be a bit better than others, but he's never going to be that standout type player, just the way he goes about it.
Just dependable every week.
Very dependable, and hopefully he's going to be sort of that 150, 200 game player for the Tigers.
Yeah. Now, heading up to Cairns this week, obviously conditions are a lot different to down here. Do you have to change your preparation at all this week? Or?
Well, we go 2 days before, just being the 4-hour flight and, definitely the change in conditions. Matty's got his heat chamber working, so the boys have been doing bits within that just to prepare them. But I guess other than that, it's about dealing with the stresses of playing away at a foreign environment. It's going to be similar to Darwin, a very much an open field environment. They've only really got the 1 grandstand, so it's a very different feel to playing at the MCG. So it's just overcoming those obstacles just to perform your task. That's going to be the biggest challenge for the boys.
So the boys fly up this afternoon, I believe. They joined Brendan Gale up there, who went up a week ago just to prepare himself also.
Yes.
He's kidding himself.
No, he has to. He's going to the nth degree. That's what you wanted to see, though. Someone that's going to really put in the hard yards for you. And I didn't realise we're playing at Port Douglas, so that's the only catch. But
just got a transit down from Port Douglas. He's got the family up there, so I don't think it would have been much of a holiday with the young kids, but he's going well. Now, the Gold Coast, they've been pretty good this year. They've only won the 2 games, but there's a lot to like about them. Gary Ablett, does he play or not? We're not sure.
They're saying he's playing, but you don't know. But I guess we definitely know, they've got some great kids.
Yeah.
So the talent base is there. So we see really good glimpses from the Gold Coast. And have only had to put it together for 4 quarters for, a few times throughout the year. And I guess in some ways it's similar to us with our younger players. We see the good glimpses, but we just can't put together those 4 quarters. But they just, I guess, have more kids than us in their team. So let's just hope it's one of those weeks that the kids don't put the 4 quarters together.
What's their game style? What are their strengths, do you think?
Well, I think at the moment they're still working out their game plan, really.
Yeah.
Through the midfield, you can see the sort of the Gary Ablett, Ken Hinkley sort of Geelong influence.
Yeah.
They like to flick the ball around by hand to release that open target, which is obviously quite a highly skilled game plan. So at times, if the tackle pressure of the opposition is very good, you can nullify that. So, so if we let them get their handball game up and going through the midfield, they'll get that release player and give their forwards the best opportunity. So we have to be on.
Now, the boys will be favourites this week. Haven't been favourites a lot in recent years. Does that change your mindset at all? How do you deal with that?
Well, yeah. Well, it's definitely a different mindset. You go into opposition every week, and as you see, Centrebet will tell you exactly where you should be sitting within the game. So that definitely does change the mindset of not just the players, but the crowd and everything else, and the expectations. So the key part about anything, whether it's playing up in Cairns or whether you're favourites or not, it's been able to keep that level, consistent attitude and just going out there and doing the task, even if you're feeling confident or not. And so that's the challenge for the boys.
Okay, we'll get to the main point. What are the changes this week, Nipper?
Yeah, we've got Andrew Brown back in. Unfortunately, that means one of our key forwards had to go out, which is Jaden Post, and we really feel for Posty because he's been in and out a lot, and we haven't been able to give him that chance just to settle into a month or two of footy, just to get his consistency. So that's the first change. The second is just bringing Matty White back in for that speed. We sacrificed Tommy Hislop, who's been the sub the last 3 weeks, so we feel he's probably the best one to go back and get a full run in the reserves and get some footy under his belt.
Probably missed Whitey, haven't we, across half forward?
Yeah, he's chasing and the week that he went out playing for Kobe, he was clearly best on ground. The week he got injured, so he would have come straight back in the next week.
And you're heading up now?
Yeah, heading off from the plane now, so looking forward to getting some sunshine.
Well, good luck. Let's hope the Tigers get the job done up at Kazali Stadium, I believe it is.
It is.
Up there in Cairns.